I came home Friday evening, drained from a grueling week of business travel, looking forward to some peace and quiet with my wife. Maybe even spend some quality time together, just the two of us. With all three of our kids living on their own now, and after 22 years of marriage, I thought we'd finally earned a calm weekend together. I stepped through the garage into the kitchen, spotted a pile of mail on the counter, and was still standing there when I heard footsteps descending the stairs. She walked in, my wife, 45 years old and still stunning, wearing that short robe she knew always got my attention. "Oh," she said, a little startled. "You're back earlier than expected." I checked the time. "Yeah," I said. I was ahead of schedule, but not by much. Trying to keep things light, I asked, "So, where are we headed?" She looked uneasy. Her eyes flicked toward a small travel bag on the couch. "I'm going out," she said simply. I froze. "Going where?" "With who?" Again, she glanced at the bag. "I have a date, with William Strathmore. I'll be back Sunday night." "We'll talk then." It felt like the floor disappeared beneath me. "You're doing what?" Instinctively, I reached for my phone and called my daughter. There was no way I was going to deal with this alone. "Hi, Daddy." "What's up?" she answered, cheerful as ever. "I need you here. Right now. Your mom's in trouble. She needs us." "Dad, what's going on?" she asked, voice shifting from joy to alarm. But I hung up and immediately called my son. Told him the same thing. Told him to call his brother too. Then I rang her parents. Chaos erupted, confusion, yelling, but I didn't have time to explain. I tossed her purse onto the coffee table. It spilled open, credit cards, car keys, a pack of 12 Trojan condoms, which struck me as ironic since I'd had a vasectomy. And then there it was, a reservation confirmation from the Marriott in Kenilworth, booked from Friday through Sunday. William Strathmore. I remembered him, pediatric surgeon at the hospital where my wife worked. Met him at a holiday party once. Didn't like him. Something about him seemed slick, untrustworthy. His wife, though, was beautiful, and I had a feeling things weren't great between them. I grabbed Judith's credit cards and car keys, pocketed the email. I knew her phone's passcode, our anniversary date. With her still upstairs, I pulled up the hospital's emergency contact list and found Strathmore's home number. After 2 rings, a woman answered. "Hello," she said, clearly not recognizing the number. "Mrs. Strathmore, this is David Collins, Judith's husband. Is everything okay?" "Oh, David. Of course. William and I were just talking about you both the other day. Why do you ask?" "I'm not sure everything's fine," I said. "Judith told me she's spending the weekend with William. I have proof, an email confirmation for the Marriott, 3 nights." There was a long silence. Then she said, "Let me call you back." I didn't wait. I contacted Karen Adams, the hospital's health director and someone Judith was close with. Her husband's a detective, someone I also knew. She picked up quickly, voice tight. "Karen, it's Dave. I think there's something going on between my wife and Dr. Strathmore. I need help looking into it." "I can't talk now," she said abruptly and hung up. I stood there, not sure what to do next. Judith's phone rang. I answered. "Judith, he knows. He knows everything." "What did you tell him?" a man's voice said. I didn't respond. But the truth hit me hard. Just then, Judith came downstairs wearing a red silk dress, barely covering anything. She looked like a stranger. That sight triggered something in me. I grabbed the dress and ripped it straight down the front. "You're not going anywhere tonight," I said coldly. She started shaking. "You don't own me. I can do what I want." "Fine," I snapped. but not dressed like that. Then my phone rang again, Mary Strathmore. I'm sorry, Dave. You were right. William got stopped. He tried to say your car was his. They caught him 5 minutes ago. I'm heading down now to handle it. I stood there in stunned silence, trying to process what just happened. Judith wasn't leaving. Not that night. Not if I could help it. But things spiraled fast. I was arrested. My car was seized. As we argued on speakerphone, Judith turned pale and shouted, "What did you do, David? Damn you!" That's when our kids burst in. "Dad, what's happening?" "Mom, are you okay?" Dave Jr. asked, while Haley noticed the torn dress. "Mom, what happened to your dress? Did Dad rip it?" The accusations started flying. "What the hell, Mom? Just tell the truth. Why do you have a 12-pack of condoms in your bag? Planning to make water balloons or something?" Judith, barely audible, replied, I don't know where those came from. They're not mine." Then she added, "It's my body. I can do whatever I want." Realizing how inappropriate that sounded in front of our kids, she tried to backtrack. "That's none of your business." Young Dave rolled his eyes and walked to the kitchen. He returned with an envelope. "Here, Dad. This was addressed to you." His tone was full of disdain. Judith screamed when she saw it and lunged off the couch, her dress falling away. "Don't read that." Haley rushed to help cover her mother. I told Judith to sit down and be quiet, then opened the envelope. The letter read, "My dear husband, my sister is caring for our mother and needs assistance. I'm going to be with her this weekend and will return Monday evening. Love, Judith." The kids exchanged puzzled glances. It was obvious to me Judith wrote this before I confronted her. She hadn't thought she'd be caught. But now, the truth was unraveling fast. Right on cue, the doorbell rang. Judith's parents entered. "Judith! Are you all right?" her mother asked. Her father saw the chaos and bellowed. "It's been rough ever since." Judith often breaks down, apologizing for what she's done. "We've tried rebuilding, though it hasn't been easy. Our intimacy has actually improved, but I've learned to never take anything for granted. Still, in spite of everything, I realized I do love her. But I'm not naive." "What's going on here?" her father asked. Judith fainted. Her mother and Haley rushed to help. I updated them as best I could. The room turned icy with tension. Judith came to, sobbing hysterically, begging her mother to intervene. "Call your sister. You said you were helping her with your mom, maybe now she can return the favor." I snapped, handing the letter to her father. I dialed her sister. "Mavis? Hi, David. How's Mom?" "Is everything okay?" she said, a bit too chipper. "Oh, Judith's been so helpful. Could I speak with her?" Mavis tried to play dumb, but her mother yanked the phone away. "Don't bother, Mavis. Your sister's got her own problems now." Mavis shrieked in protest. Judith fainted again, this time nearly nude, right in front of her parents and our kids. I felt nothing but disgust. Then my phone rang. "Jerry. David, you were right. We got a warrant for the Marriott. 7 rooms booked. We found 12 more people involved, your wife included." I clenched my jaw. "I'm so sorry, David," he added. I turned to Judith. "Go upstairs. Put on something appropriate. And get out of my house." Tears streamed down her face. She turned at the door and begged, "Please, don't throw me away." I stared coldly. "You destroyed our marriage with your selfishness. I could have cheated so many times, but I didn't. I love you. And this is how you repay me?" She broke. Ran upstairs, leaving a heel behind. Dave Jr. looked at her and said bitterly, "Don't worry, Mom. Adrian and I will plan your wedding. It won't interfere with your sex parties. Maybe Dad can bring a date too." We hadn't known how serious he was with Adrian until then. As Judith left with her mother, her father turned to me. "Is there any hope left? She clearly needs help." I met his eyes. "She's got a funny way of showing it." Judith's affair and Strathmore's abuse of hospital resources made things worse. The hospital tried to bury it, but the truth came out. Judith lost her job. So did the others involved. Strathmore was fired and sued. The aftermath wrecked her life. I was left trying to hold together what remained of mine. Though I filed for divorce, I didn't walk away. I still hoped we could fix things. The pain was overwhelming, but I couldn't let go completely. We started therapy. Slowly, painfully, we began to rebuild. The kids supported me. Judith eventually showed real remorse. It gave me a sliver of hope. Months later, though, I lost it. Saw Strathmore again and beat him half to death. No charges, an officer witnessed it and let it go. I don't know if I'd call myself lucky, but I did find the strength to move forward. With my children and friends at my side, we reached a substantial legal settlement with both the hospital and the doctor. It didn't undo the damage, but it helped. And somehow, through it all, Judith and I have begun to rebuild what was broken.